I was 25 years old, and I was so excited to take on my first job at a local high school in Mallorca, Spain. I got on the train in the morning at 6:50 a.m. Although I was tired, I couldn't help but be so excited to get to school and see what it was like, see if it was anything like school when I was a kid. I was so excited to change the way we learn in class and give them my perspective on learning without learning and share my travels with all the young kids. When I got there, I got pushed into the English room and they said, "Here he is!" And they said, "Oh, Reed, we've been waiting for you. Okay, how about you introduce yourself? Do you speak Spanish?" And I said, "Yes, I speak Spanish." And they said, "Great, introduce yourself." And everybody started crowding on one side of the room. And all of a sudden I said, "Oh no." I had about 20 pairs of eyes on me, my colleagues, my boss, people I'm just meeting. And I'm speaking my second language, a foreign language. And I have to, what? Tell them about me? What do I say? I was nervous, but wait. That's when I knew that special trick I have in my back pocket. At university, I studied organizational communication. It talks about how organizations communicate, how humans communicate, and how we talk to each other in small groups, in big groups, and you guessed it, public speaking, speaking in front of lots of people. And through my training, I learned an outline that will help you with every single speech you ever give in any language. Once I saw that I had all these eyes on me, people were getting quiet and they expected me to speak publicly in front of maybe 10 people, 20 eyes staring at me. I knew that all I had to do was set up a small, fast speech. So I reverted to what I learned in college. When we had speeches, it could be anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour and a half. We may have 3 months to prepare or 5 minutes to prepare. So we developed an outline that works for everything, where you have an opener, a body, and a conclusion. In the opener, we're looking to introduce ourselves. Tell everybody who you are. Even if you know everybody in the room, it's always good to reiterate your name and something about yourself. There could always be somebody new. Second, you want to introduce your topic. What are you going to be talking about? Then you want to preview your main points. So you've told them about what you're going to talk about. What specifically do you want to speak about? For example, if I was going to talk about the NBA, if the NBA was my topic, and then my main points were going to be the 3 best players in the NBA, I would say, "Hello, my name is Reed. I love basketball, and today I'm going to talk about the NBA. In my speech today, I'm going to tell you about the 3 greatest players, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant." You see how I've got everybody's attention. Now everybody's looking at me. They know what I'm gonna talk about. And now I can go in and start talking about those things in the body of the speech. These are the main points. The idea of the speech goes here. When we're doing a long speech, we may have many points, or we may have small points. What we do here is we just look at the amount of time that we need to speak for, and we choose to speak for maybe 1 minute for each main point. If you're making a 3 to 5 minute speech, you could do 3 main points and do 1 minute for each one. I was in a different scenario and I knew that I had to keep the speech very short because there wasn't much time and I didn't want to be talking for too long. Doesn't matter. You still follow the same speech outline, but then you just do less main points or less time in the main points. So I just did 2 main points, that I love nature and that I love language. And the conclusion is that I want to work with everybody here to help teach language and enjoy nature. So any ideas, any advice they could give me about the local nature spots or anything we could work with in helping the kids learn faster, I was open to. That was my goal. Let them know I'm a nice guy, that I'm willing to work with them. I only needed those 2 main points. So I continued my speech. I said, hey, my name is Reed. I'm 25 years old. I'm from California. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, how I really love nature, and how language is so important for me. First, I'm from Northern California. It's a very rural place. I'm from the hills before the mountains, and there's nothing I love more than nature. So if you guys are into hiking or know some beautiful beaches around here, please let me know. Second, I studied abroad in Madrid, Spain, where I learned to speak Spanish and really developed a love for learning and teaching language. I have developed my own idea of how I can teach the students by learning without learning, and I'm really excited to see what you guys are working with and come up with some fun classes together. Boom! Body done. Let's head to the conclusion of the speech. In conclusion, I said, so guys, as a reminder, I love nature. If you know some hikes, some senderos in Spanish, please let me know. And if you have any ideas about projects or presentations that I can do for the class, it would be amazing. Thank you guys for getting to know me. Does anybody have any questions? Do you see how even though I was in a semi-stressful situation, I was able to use this outline and I was able to speak very simply. I used real-world grammar. Past simple, past continuous, present simple, present continuous, a little bit of future. I would like, I want to work with you. I will go to beautiful nature spots. By organizing our speech and having a confidence in the knowledge of the basic structures of our language and the structure of our speech, I was able to sound really good. And they were just like, wow, we've never had an international teacher who can speak so well. Normally everybody says we speak Spanish, but then once they start working in the environment, they're not able to. And I said, well, my Spanish isn't perfect either. But I studied organizational communication. I know how important public speaking can be. So you guys are going to create this speech for me, 3 to 5 minutes, telling me about your dream, how English is going to help you get there. Or you're going to make a meal, a traditional meal. It can be the one that Alessio made. It can be one from your own country or anything that you've ever tried. And you're going to make a speech using this outline with your own topics. Then in a 1-minute video response, I'm going to tell you what you did good, what you can improve on, and give you some other tips along this English journey. Thanks so much, guys, and see you in the next one.